to the March Mayor's Moment. I'm Mayor Myron Bailey. We have a canine department here in Cottage Grove, and we've added a new canine named Scout, who is currently training in St. Paul. I thought it would be interesting to spend some time with our current canine handler, Nils Torning, and our dog, Gunnar. So I thought I'd jump in and take a ride. Here we go. Hey Nils, how you doing?
Great, happy to have you along tonight.
Yeah, glad to be here. It's kind of cool to be able to share a little information about the history of the canine program in Cottage Grove. So why don't you tell us a little bit about when did the canine program actually begin in Cottage Grove?
So the canine program actually began in Cottage Grove back in 1968.
Really?
Yep, we had our initial canine was Canine Fritz, and he was handled by an officer by the name of Officer Gronos. When he completed his tour of duty, he was replaced by Officer Erickson and his canine Major.
Okay.
And that was in 1974 when they began.
Okay, cool.
After his career was over, we then had a big gap in our program, and we didn't start again until Officer Vandervoort with Blitz in 2007, and then I replaced him upon his retirement.
And that is funny too, because a lot of people think that Blitz was like the first dog for us, and then you were the second. So
yep.
A lot of people don't realize
there's a little bit of missing history there, yeah.
Yeah. So why do you think having a canine program here in Cottage Grove is important?
So having the canine program, I think, is very beneficial for all police agencies that are able to have one. It gives a lot of great abilities to our officers to do their job safely, to build better cases, because these dogs have a remarkable sense of smell. And with that, they can find illegal narcotics, they can find missing evidence, they can help track missing people or locate suspects even. And all those things together, really helps keep officers safe and helps keep our community safer.
Why do you think it's so important to have another canine in Cottage Grove?
So the nice part about having the additional canine team, which we just started, is we have even coverage on both sides of the week then. When I was working, or when I have been working, we only have coverage about half of the week. And with Scout, we'll have coverage on the other side of the week now. By the time that Officer Graff and Scout are done with their training here in St. Paul, we'll have coverage 7 days a week in Cottage Grove. And that'll also aid in all of our community outreach events and different things that we do with the dogs in the community as well to help that additional coverage.
Perfect. What kind of training do dogs have to go through? What do you have to deal with Blitz?
Well, Blitz, Gunnar, and now Scout have all gone through the same program.
Yeah.
And they've all gone through the St. Paul's Canine School program.
Yep.
And it's a really top-notch program in the entire United States. It's really well known. That program is 4 months of full-time, 40-hour-a-week canine training.
Okay.
And you start with not knowing how to do the job as a handler or as a canine dog, and you end with a certified finished product. It's a really great experience.
That is awesome. So does Gunnar still go through training right now?
So he does, yeah. Our monthly standards that we have to maintain, which is a national standard, is 16 hours a month of training. So we do training on our own, and then in addition to that, we also do training with the Washington County Sheriff's Canine Unit as well.
Oh, cool. So when we get in here, you're going to show me some of the training that you've done with Gunnar?
Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of obedience for you and show you a little bit of his skill set.
Perfect. Let's go do it.
All right.
Awesome.
Come. Heel. Heel.
So how old is Gunnar now?
Gunnar's 7.5.
All right. And you're going to show us some obedience tricks and things of the trade.
Yep, I'll do a little bit of healing with him.
Awesome.
Just to show you how he stays next to me when we're walking around. I also have the ability to leave him if I need to. Down.
So how long does it take you to actually do all this? To get him
yep.
to go to this point?
When we leave St. Paul's Canine School, we have this whole skill set already.
Okay.
And then from there, we just build on it and grow to become even more proficient with it.
He is definitely following you along. His head is always looking at you.
Yep, we try to have the dogs focus on us so they're watching us for commands. Because a lot of our commands we'll even do by hand, or we can do them by voice. And he'll listen for the keywords such as sit to be able to do those position changes and do what I ask him to do.
That's amazing. Now he's coming over next to you.
And he does it all just for the chance to play with his ball. Yes.
Well, that was going to be one of my questions. So what does he do for fun?
So he likes to play with the ball, and he likes to play with our other dogs at home.
Okay.
But he will work for a ball or for food. That's his drives in life. So
Sounds good. And how about Scout? Have you heard anything on Scout yet?
everything I've heard about Scout is that he is very excited about toys or anything he can get in his mouth.
Well, it sounds like both dogs are like that.
They
Must be a
definitely have some
canine.
similarities.
Well, Nils, I want to thank you for sharing yourself and Gunnar with us this evening. It's pretty awesome to see what's going on with our canine program in Cottage Grove, and very excited to see our new police dog, Canine Scout, coming up here soon. But for both of you, please be safe out there. We appreciate all the work that you do for the city of Cottage Grove and its citizens, and stay safe.
Thanks much. I appreciate the opportunity.
You got her.